Hi, welcome to Queer Cosmos. I'm not Colin Bedell.
You're not?
I'm
How
not.
cute is he?
Oh,
so
thank you. And we're going to be talking today about the big three, if I can speak English.
You can.
Yes, thank you. I'm Lars, and the big three is probably the best intro into learning about your natal chart and who you are. So the big three is your sun, you know what's in the back of Cosmo magazine, your moon, which you're going to need to look up, and your rising. So to tell us more about that, take it away. It's your channel.
Thanks, hon.
Oh,
Mom,
yeah.
you're so good.
Oh, my
He's
goodness.
a Sag sun. Speaking of big three, Sag
Yeah.
sun, Sag moon, Pisces rising.
Correct.
Okay. And yes, that's what we're going to talk about with you in this video so that you can really understand it. I'm going to begin with the rising sign. Okay. So, the rising sign is the constellation that was on the easternmost horizon the moment you took your first breath, okay? So the easternmost horizon, of course, is the easternmost hemisphere, and that constellation rises for about an hour and a half. Since this is the constellation that was dawning the moment you were born, thus you dawn on other people like the zodiac sign, okay? So what you're gonna wanna know is that when you have a particular rising sign, this is the first impression that people interpret with you when you meet. It's the energy that you walk into new situations with. It's the energy that you walk into new parties with. It's your first impression, so on and so forth. A very helpful way to understand more about your rising sign is to figure out the planetary ruler or the luminary ruler of the rising sign, what house it's in, what aspects it's making, and then you can actually follow a particular schedule based on the transits that that luminary is making. So that's your rising sign. Hit it, Maria.
I love that. Great explanation.
Thanks, honey.
Perfect for a Gemini sun, right?
Listen, and now you introduce yourself because you're my astrology godmother, and you were the first astrologer that read me, and I love you so
Shut the
fucking
fuck
much.
up, I love you. Anyway, hi Colin's channel. My name is Maria D. Simone. This is my godson. I fucking love him. So anybody messes with him, you gotta answer to me.
Yes.
But anyway, so I'm an astrologer like Colin, and I'm gonna talk to you about the sun sign.
Yes.
Okay, so whereas the ascendant is, like, I just call it the cover of your book.
Yeah.
Love your explanation. How you come across to others when they first meet you, your astrological handshake, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
the
astrological handshake.
sun's, it is, it's your astrological
Yeah, I love
handshake. Hi, how you doing? Like, for example, I have Aries rising. You're seeing all that. But my sun sign, the sun is your vitality, your essence. It is actually representing qualities that you are learning to develop in this lifetime. So people think that they are their sun sign automatically, and that's not necessarily the case. As a matter of fact, the sun is who you are learning to grow into, the qualities you are learning to develop in this incarnation. So I am learning to become a Taurus, and I am learning to become a Taurus by using this cover of Aries rising to accomplish it. Okay, so that is your sun sign. So like Colin is a Gemini. He's learning about all of these incredible communication facets,
Yes.
right? He's clearly amazing at it, but that's because he is embracing where he's supposed to be shining in your life. That's something else you want to remember about the sun, especially the house placement of your sun. So you need your time of birth for that, but the house placement of your sun represents where you are meant to shine the brightest in this lifetime. So what house is your sun in?
10.
10th.
Wow.
And I will tell you that people who have house placements in the first house or the 10th house, they are always going to be in the public eye in some way, whether they like it or not, because those are very visible houses in astrology. And they're often indicators of successful people, people who are motivated, who have strong leadership qualities. Now, Jessica and I both have a Taurus sun. So to illustrate that point, you'll see amazing differences between us. We're both Taurus. We're learning to become Taurus and to embrace all of those qualities, but we accomplish it in very different ways because my sun is in the Aries house. Loud, here I am world. Her sun is in the very deep, intense 8th house. And that is why Jessica is going to talk to all of you now about the moon.
Thank you, Maria. My name's Jessica Ambrosio. I'm the tarot reader, astrologer, and spiritual intuitive life coach at Amityville Apothecary. So the moon is what you need in order to feel safe. Fuck.
You're doing great. The moon is what you need to feel safe. You got it. Keep going. You can do it.
I had a crack up. The moon is what you need in order to feel safe in this world.
Yes.
And it is our emotional regulator. if you don't honor your moon, you are actually rejecting yourself and denying your deepest needs.
Yes.
So it's always important to honor your moon and to listen to yourself and not to suppress how you're feeling. If you have a Capricorn moon, in order to feel safe in this world, you need structure, you need goals. So it's important to find out what your moon is, what it means, and to honor it every single day.
I love that. You did great, Jessica.
That was
Yes.
wonderful.
Well done.
And we're at an astrology conference
Yeah,
now,
we are.
and
Right.
the moon has been coming up a lot.
A ton.
And it really is the heart of your chart. I think we all agree.
Yeah, the crown jewel.
It really is. And I talk about the moon, if I could, add.
Please.
I really love.
We got fucking 4.5 minutes. Let's do it, bitch.
Okay. Because I'll just.
Oh, you
keep
can
fucking
talk?
talking.
You
Yeah.
can fucking talk?
Can I talk?
Can you talk? Go ahead,
Anyway.
bitch.
So the moon is, like Jessica said, your most overwhelming need
Yeah.
in life. The moon is who you are at your core. So remember, your sun is not who you are at your core. It's who you're learning to become. But the moon is where your heart is, who you are, who you've been in the past. Qualities that you're so comfortable with that you revert back to. And it is what you need to feel safe. So I tell my clients all the time, learn your moon. And when you are feeling rattled, unsettled, insecure, do your fucking moon. Because if you don't do your moon, you're gonna have a
Your
nervous
moon does
breakdown.
Sorry, it's true though, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's
so
true, you get
all right.
fucked.
So let's illustrate the point. Okay, I have a Sagittarius moon, and
So do I.
Oh.
Oh,
So we got two moon
sun
twins.
moon twin. So tell me if you relate, Lars.
Okay, let's
Growing
find
up,
out.
okay, so Sagittarius moon. Sagittarius, actually, the word, the etymology of the word is wisdom. So we're truth seekers at our heart.
That's fucking
We-
right.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's fucking
we
true.
need knowledge and wisdom, and we need to soak it up. And what's more so is that the opposite of Gemini, we need to not just assimilate and collect the information, we need to disperse it out into the world and give meaning to it and purpose to it. So very often you'll find that we are happiest when we are inspiring others, when we are sharing our
Amen.
knowledge with others. And when I was a little kid, tell me if you relate,
Okay.
when I was rattled and feeling freaking totally insecure about life, what made me feel safe was seeking knowledge. Walking into a Barnes & Noble bookstore, walking into the library, just going in my room, reading a book, that made me feel safe. What made you feel safe?
I mean, I also love Barnes & Noble, but primarily for the cafe.
Different generations,
They have
remember.
pizza pretzels.
Oh.
No, but I definitely agree with you. I would say that there's an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. And it's definitely, I mean, all of my Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Mars is in the 9th house.
Yeah.
So it's just, accelerated, I feel like, and augmented by that. So definitely, your moon is your heart, and it's sort of what can help you feel safe.
And so that's what we feel safe with, but you guys are moon twins. You have the moon in Capricorn.
Yes.
How do you feel safe?
So they're assholes. I'm just kidding.
Excuse me!
No, they're...
In the minute and fucking 45 seconds we have left, you know what makes me feel safe? Respect. And this bitch doesn't have any. Okay? It's true. No, you do.
Oh,
You have
it's so
respect.
true
It's
though.
so
When
true.
somebody disrespects you and you're a Capricorn moon, it's like
You better fucking have enjoyed it because it's the last
Yeah.
fucking thing you're ever gonna do.
It's the Sopranos. over
It's
here.
true. We're gonna knock you the fuck out.
Right.
yeah.
No, so
But seriously, their reputation is very important to them.
It
They
is.
take their business seriously.
fuck yeah.
And that is like their heart.
We take life seriously. You
We
know,
do.
more fucking people could withstand to do
And
that.
we lighten you the fuck up.
Yes.
Yeah,
we
it's
do.
true. And I
Yes.
fucking make you guys show up on time. Stop
Okay,
being so
fair.
fucking loud. This is what we gotta do.
I'm a Taurus. I don't need you for that.
No, it's true. She's got it. We have been so aggressive and loud this entire fucking conference. We are never. The Long Island chapter is never going to be allowed to come back. I'm telling you
Baltimore
right
will
now.
never be the same.
No,
No.
we're sorry in advance. So we hope you learned a lot about your Sun, Moon, and Rising, or your Big Three as it's called. What else do you refer
Oh, I
to?
call it the Cosmic Trinity when
Isn't
I
that
teach.
beautiful? And yes, thank you for watching. And where can everybody find you? Go.
On Instagram at liveyourtruth_Lars.
InsightfulAstrology.com or Google my name, Maria DeSimone.
Jambrosio1111 on Instagram.
Yes, and you know where to find me. Thank you so much. Okay.